Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. What's going on, y'all? It is Wednesday, and you already know we're in the middle of the week. Few days left, but I mean, for the entrepreneurs, it's the days just keep going. There's not a weekend, especially for me. Like Sunday is planning, Saturday is trying to get my life together. But other than that, I really got a good one for y'all today. This is definitely different from anything I've ever went over. But it absolutely has to do with mindset, because one thing I really want to help you guys to do is to efficiently utilize your energy, right? That's part of balance, learning how to really be effective with your energy output. And so today I want to talk about the topic is it really a big deal? Is it a big deal? Right? That's what you want to think about. Is it a big deal? There's a lot of stuff that happens that you could really honestly just be like, okay, and be okay with it, right? I've been saying this for a long time, and this was one of the major things that I taught a lot of people in 3T, and it was like, you gotta just chill out. You really gotta chill out. Using your energy to be upset about things that you can just let go is an inefficient way to disperse your personal energy. Because that's what it's really about. It's not about the situation. It's not about the occurrence. It's literally about the amount of energy that you have to disperse throughout the day. It's kind of like the same thing with when they say you only make a certain amount of good choices a day or something like that. Well, the reason why we go to sleep is because we have a finite amount of energy each day that we're allotted, right? And sometimes you can stretch it. It's not really beneficial, and you kind of go into delirious mode after 24 hours. But you want to be extremely efficient, especially when it comes to building businesses and trying to be an entrepreneur, and side hustles and schedules and meetups and all of this stuff. You really got to be guarded with your energy, and a lot of it starts inside you, right? It's inside. You got to really figure out, okay, what is the best way to be effective out here? And so there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of emotional things that I just don't get involved with, right? Worrying about the news, worrying about, other people's opinions, worrying about different circumstances that could possibly occur in a negative fashion, right? All of that is like, don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy on it, because you can be way more effective in a different area that is more beneficial to you and your life course, where you're trying to go, right? That's what you really got to think about, because if you are consistently spending time wasting it on the latest news, oh my God, did you hear what this happened, blah blah blah, and then getting riled up in a conversation with your friends and your family, and then other people, and you're all talking about it, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe all of this stuff is going on. That is an inefficient way to use your energy. Why? Because there's nothing you can do about it. There's zero you can do about it. It's happening. It's a thing. And it's like, okay, if it is not directly affecting you in your present circumstance, let it go. Totally let it go. Now, for me, there was always a lot of background, my kid's mom action happening back in the day. And I learned through those experiences to just let certain things go. If it was life or death, if it was life or death, then I needed to respond, right? If something was wrong with the kids, if they needed to get somewhere in any emergency, and I was available to do it. Because even sometimes that's like, you gotta just let it go. Because if you're nowhere in the vicinity to even help out, there's no reason to waste your energy on the ideas of things, right? So again, what I learned over time was just to be like, all right, like it's fine. And the only reason it's fine is because it has to be fine for me in my energetic state, right? It has to be fine. There's nothing I can do in that present moment. So then it's fine. If there's nothing that I need to say, if there's nothing that I need to do, if there's nothing that I can provide or whatever the case may be, let it go. Like totally just abandon it. Like it's out of your hands because there isn't anything you can do anyway. Right? I hope this is making sense because it's very important for you guys to really understand where I'm coming from with this, because the finite amount of energy that you have in a 24-hour period, and I think you could stay up for like 16, you could do like 16 of the hours, and then you'll probably get really tired. But any more than that is whatever. Like don't mess around with it, because if you think about the time that you sleep and then the actual work that you have to do in your day-to-day activities, whether it be school or it be actual, employment, that takes dedicated energy, right? And then if you got kids, if you don't have kids, if you have a spouse, girlfriend, partner, somebody that you have to call, family, you got to talk to them, roommates, whatever the case may be, your energy is continuously being siphoned. And so you have to learn how to manage yourself, your energetic being, the most efficiently as possible. And so if there's a situation, oh my God, did you hear blah, blah, blah? Oh man, that's messed up. Leave it alone. Like, leave it alone. Okay. Because if you dive into the dramatizations of things, if you dive into the drama of stuff, that's siphoning your energy. You're placing your energy into whatever that situation is. And if it's not motivating your goal, if it's not the driving behind your goal, there is really no real reason to put energy into it. Not arguing, not none of that stuff, and you can apply this in so many different facets of your life and ask yourself, is it worth my energy? Is it worth the energy? That's all you really need to think about when you think about trying to balance yourself and be very effective and efficient with your productivity or your energy. I'll just keep saying, you really got to think about that, because everything will slow you down if you let it. Everything will slow you down if you let it. Okay. And that's the truth. That is the truth. Every single thing. And some things may not be trying to slow you down seemingly, but if you're pouring energy into it and it isn't being reciprocated, you must let it go. You gotta let it go, or you have to be totally neutral to the things that are occurring. If information's coming at you and it's trying to get a response from you, you have to remain neutral. Do not let it affect you. Do not let it emotionally pull you, because that's the trap. That's the straight trap. Is to just siphon your energy, That's it. So if you pay attention to your surroundings and your experience and see where these things are happening, you'll really start to get good at being very efficient with your energy, and it'll move you forward very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. That is something to strongly, strongly consider, y'all. Okay? I'm really, really hoping that you guys take heed to this message, because this is something that, once I identified, helped me greatly, because especially now with me having to deal with my kids a lot, and um especially the summertime when they don't have school, and it's a whole different beast. They're always here, and then the little irritating things that they do, and it's like you want to show them love and the attention, and it's hard to separate, especially with, most of us now in a in-home work environment. It's difficult, man. It just is, and you really have to manage yourself correctly, and efficiently disperse your energy properly, and a lot of scheduling needs to be set in place for that. What you are doing from hour to hour, like, that's probably the best way to really know what is going on and how you can effectively disperse the energy in bite-sized increments, from hour to hour, to be able to really make it through the day without overexerting yourself too much in one area. And I mean, even the platforms, dude, the social media, this is beneficial, so it should be an investment to you. Listening to me give you this advice is an investment to you. I mean, it's a guidance. It's not really an advice. It's just a guidance of, like, hey, pay attention to this. Think about this. What do you think? How does this apply to your life? Think about it. That's different from a siphoning, which is like TikTok. Is like the scroll, the scroll, the scroll, and then somebody's on there saying something, and then it's another person on there saying something, and then they pull you in by the hooks or whatever they got going on, and or the entertainment, and then it's like you have so many different things going on that you don't have time to absorb the content, and so you are really just being siphoned from your core, man. Your energy is just being siphoned to be stuck in the platform. I mean, that's technically what it's designed to do, if you really think about it. So really be guarded with that stuff, y'all. Really, really be very strict when it comes to that type of stuff, because again, it's designed to siphon your energy, to siphon your attention, to keep your attention glued to that, because that helps them to grow. So just think about that. Just really think about it. Okay. Everything that I've said so far, just really think about it, because it's really important. And I realize I haven't talked about this before, I don't think. And it's a pretty important topic, and especially with me and how I'm teaching everyone to be balanced and stuff like that. Like, that's a big one. That's a really big one. So consider all the things that could be slowing you down, all the things that are not worth your energy. Let them go and move forward, and utilize that energy for more beneficial things that will help you to reach the star you're shooting at. Okay. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. All right. Definitely go to the mindsetmattersmore.store, get some gear, rep the gear. All right. Always rep the gear. Tomorrow, stay tuned for Kev and Pratch on Earth, the next episode. And Yeah, it's a lot going on. I got a lot of interviews lined up still, y'all. Check out the previous interview from yesterday, okay, from Nupur Unchained. Phenomenal human being there. She's really pretty brilliant with her philosophy and what she's doing with the traveling and uh, mixing that with growth mindset. Like it's a very interesting niche to have selected. So really, really, really definitely go watch that video if you haven't, because she's got some good insights and good information. But yeah, other than that, just keep looking forward to those interviews every Tuesday there will be an interview, and I got some really good ones lined up for you guys. So just remember that mindset matters more than anything else. All right, focus on the good and guard your energy correctly, direct it correctly. Okay, use it efficiently. Don't waste it on things that you don't have to waste it on. All right, have a fantastic rest of the day. Anytime.